Hi guys, welcome back to room number 18. This is your guide for psychology. And before I start, I'd like to give you a few general tips. Just when you're studying, don't try to memorize the content. Rather, try to understand it because it is an application based subject. So, a lot of questions in your paper will be case studies, just so you'll have to interpret and deduce your answers. So, if you just ratify the content, you'll be able to answer direct questions. But for indirect questions, you need to understand the material. So, make sure you do that. Secondly, every single box in the book is super important. I know boards में नहीं किया था, so it will be a little tough for you, but understand that boxes are super important and उससे questions definitely आएंगे, so don't skip that. And the glossary at the end of the book and the summary at the end of each chapter वो भी thoroughly पढ़ लेना because these sections have definitions of the same concepts जो book में है but language different है. तो you might get a confusing question paper में because you won't know that exact language. तो try to read ये सारे definitions in the glossary and summary. Another general tip is that सारे psychologists के theories, the year in which they gave the theories, the name of the theories, the criticisms received उससे, definitions of every single concept, difference between similar concepts, and जैसे chapter 4 में there's GAD and panic disorder. So the symptoms are very similar. So make sure you know the content बहुत डिटेल में बिकॉज CUET में MCQs आएंगे एंड एवरी सिंगल लाइन कैन बी अ क्वेश्चन. सो मेक श्योर यू नो द डिटेल्स बिल्कुल अच्छे से एंड देयर शुड बी क्लैरिटी तुम्हारे माइंड में. एंड कोचिंग एंड बुक्स के लिए आई डू नॉट सजेस्ट कोचिंग फॉर साइकोलॉजी ऑफ कोर्स बिकॉज इट्स अ थ्योरी बेस्ड सब्जेक्ट. तुम्हें कोई पढ़ा नहीं सकता. You just have to understand the content and make sure you also understand the content. And for questions, I suggest books like Go To या Drishti, but there is no book which really helped me during my preparation. तो stick to NCERT क्योंकि that is your Bible. सब कुछ उसी से आना है. Make sure every single line you're familiar with every single line. So with that, let's start with the chapters. Firstly, variations in psychological attributes. You need to know all the definitions by heart. Situationism, individual assessment, differences, intelligence, aptitude, and intelligence के जो different definitions हैं by Oxford Dictionary, Howard and Gardner. Make sure you know all of that. उसमें you will get a question match the following types. So make sure you know that अच्छे से. And keywords are especially important in these type of questions क्योंकि fill in the blanks में आएगा तो you need to know क्या fill करना है. For example, individual differences में variations and distinctiveness is the keyword. तो make sure you know that अच्छे से. And for psychological tests, you most likely will be able to ace this आराम से क्योंकि बहुत basic है. Interview observation, you don't even need to study, but still read every single chapter and every single section. Don't skip anything, easy समझ के. But इसमें you'll most likely be asked to identify कौन सा method use हो रहा है. So do that अच्छे से. And now theories. So you know theories two parts में divided है, psychometric approach and the information processing approach. So make sure you know कौन सा theory falls under which category. Just for your information processing के 4 theories हैं, psychometric के 5. So make a table and make sure तुम्हें पता है कौन सा क्या है. Now for every theory, basic rules are of course you need to know हर theory किस psychologist ने दिया है, किस year में दिया है, उसके क्या criticism से if that is mentioned, and what that theory entails. So do that for every single theory. And if important theories की बात हो रही है तो triarchic and past model are especially important. Boards में भी it is very important and CUET perspective से it is also very important. So do that. And past model में the 3 psychologists who gave this theory and the year in which this theory was given वो भी कर लेना. And cognitive assessment, don't skip that because even boards में it is important and CUET में especially it is important. And the keywords of course are important. You need to know कि क्या है ये assessment because इसमें identification का question आएगा most likely. Now individual differences in intelligence, इसमें you need to know the correlation for identical twins and fraternal twins वगैरह. जितने भी numbers है, जितने भी figures है, do all of that. Nothing is unimportant. Do everything. And you also need to know the year in which William Stern gave the concept of IQ की definition, इसका formula. You might not get a direct question but you will be asked कि बंदे का mental age ये है, IQ ये है, find the chronological age और some किसी order में, और तो MA something, you'll get something of that sort. So questions के लिए ready रहना. Tables I already said are super important. Table 1.1 is especially important because you need to know the percentage of population for each IQ range and the descriptive label for this. So don't skip that. Direct question आएगा, मेरे में भी आया था and बाकी shifts में I'm pretty sure आया था, तो do that. And For mental deficiency वाला section you need to know American Association on Mental Deficiency ने क्या definition दिया था book में italics में, do that, and उसका further elaboration in the next paragraph, so do that because it will come as a question. For intellectual deficiency you need to know the range for mild, moderate, severe and profound, and उसके बाद giftedness and talent का difference is important. And apart from that you also need to know the characteristic features of giftedness. It might not seem इतना important but MCQ में important है. And briefly इसमें RPM भी mention है, so make sure you know the full form. There's this box on misuses of intelligence, वो भी you need to know because you might be asked to identify कौन सा misuse है and कौन सा नहीं है, so make sure you read the box अच्छे से. Now intelligence testing in India, you need to know किस psychologist ने क्या attempt किया था. For example, C.H. Rice tried to standardize Alfred Binet's test in Urdu and Punjabi. तो boards में I don't think this was super important, but CUET में it is. Do not skip this section and don't skip the box also, जिसमें individually सबका दिया है. Don't skip Indian psychologists. And culture and intelligence is very basic. The only important person is Vygotsky. Just do that. And difference between Indian and African societies as compared to American societies in terms of technological intelligence is also not very difficult to understand. Read kar lena. And lastly, creativity and intelligence में you need to talk about Terman's findings in the year 1920 and उसकी importance क्या थी. But this is not very important, but you might get an MCQ for the person who gave this idea. And lastly, creativity tests. You need to know the features of these tests and the psychologists who actually developed these tests. So that's it for this chapter, and summary bhi dekh lena end mein, as I mentioned. So now chapter 2, self and personality. This is one of the most important chapters for your exam, so make sure you do this अच्छे से. And definitions of both self and personality, very important, including the keywords, don't miss that. And जो introduction में italics में definition है, do that also, don't skip that because it's a different sort of definition जो तुम्हें पता होनी चाहिए. And apart from that, differences in personal and social self, personal social identity, do all of that. And the cognitive and behavioral aspect of self, just say self-esteem, self-efficacy, self-concept, these are very different concepts but you might get confused, so make sure you have clarity कि कौन सा concept क्या है. Culture and self is pretty basic. You just need to know that Indian culture is more collectivistic, whereas Western perspective favors a more individualistic approach. Personality के लिए you need to know the difference between what a layman person considers personality and what psychologists would define personality as. And box 2.1 में there are certain terms related to personality जिसमें बहुत minute differences है, so make sure you do that because of course MCQ वाले exam में there is a very high probability of these being asked. Now trait and type approaches and interactional approaches. I think this is a very theory heavy section, so you don't need to ratify every single thing, but just know कि what each of these approaches are and कौन से theories fall under these approaches. I'm not going to talk about the different type of approaches and all क्योंकि बहुत ही repetitive होगा. Everything is important, but an overall summary of what you need to do is that जो भी psychologist या thinker है, जो भी उन्होंने theory दी है, and within that theory जितने भी categories है, do everything, don't skip anything. इस chapter के सारे theories are very important. Don't skip box 2.2 because it is very important. इसमें the 5-factor model of personality has been talked about. You need to know कौन सा characteristic features के कौन से adjectives mentioned है उसमें, so do all of that. And psychodynamic approach I think is one of the most important approaches in this book because it was given by Freud and Freud is the father of psychology, so you need to know this. And जितने भी theories है इसके level of consciousness, psychosexual stages of development, do all of that. You need to know what the different levels of consciousness are, id, ego, super ego. इसमें you will get a case study most probably कि a person is displaying this kind of behavior, is it guided by id, ego or super ego, so you need to have clarity कि कौन सा level of consciousness में क्या हो रहा है. And again you need to know सारे theories by heart because it is an application based sub chapter, so you will need to know कि कौन से theory में क्या idea is being talked about. For stages of personality development, Electra complex and Oedipus complex, super important. Don't get confused between the two, just know that कौन सा father and daughter वाला and कौन सा mother and son वाला. Make sure that is very clear in your mind. And the post-Freudian theories, again I think very theory heavy. You just need to know किस psychologist ने कौन सा theory दिया था. For example, Adler talked about individual psychology. Eric Fromm gave his understanding of humans as social beings. So ये सब important है, but don't go ज़्यादा depth में. And last section, cultural approach. I don't think you will get a lot of questions इससे. Boards maybe it is not super important. इसमें भी it's थोड़ा सा theory heavy, तो MCQs के perspective से not so important. Box 2.3 is also super important because it talks about what is a healthy person. So you need to know सारे characteristic features. You might be asked to identify कौन से features है कौन से नहीं है. And lastly, personality assessment methods. I think this is very important. You can't skip a single test because you never know क्या आएगा. You need to know सारे टेस्ट के full forms, MMPI क्या है, EPQ क्या है, 16PF क्या है, and किसने दिया and what these tests have. उसमें कितने questions है, what does this test actually try to assess. You should know all of that. And behavioral analysis में don't spend too much time because it is pretty basic and you've done that in the beginning of the chapter. So just read it through. But once again, summary is super important. All the definitions are important. And just know कि कौन सी theory किसने दी है. That's all for self and personality. Now let's talk about the third chapter, that is meeting life challenges. It is all about stress. This way you won't have to spend a lot of time in understanding the content. But what is important is definitions. Eustress क्या है, distress क्या है, know the differences and everything. And the psychological meaning of stress and figure 3.1. Very important because it basically talks about what the overall chapter is about. So make sure you read that. And the difference between stressors and strain. This can be a direct question, so don't skip that. The origin of the word stress and जो भी first page में है ना, just do all of that. And the most important theory in this chapter is Lazarus का cognitive theory of stress. You need to know the two types of appraisals. You need to know कि harm, threat and challenge में क्या differences है. Everything about this theory is very important. It can be a source-based question and it can also be a direct question. So do this अच्छे से. And I think something that you might struggle with is the physiological model because science तो करी नहीं है काफ़ी टाइम से. So you might have forgotten कि कौन सा gland क्या release करता है. So just make sure you brush through these concepts and एक बार देख लेना क्या क्या है. And for psychological stress, it is very basic: frustration, conflict, internal pressure. You'll know all of that. What is important is knowing कि किस type of stress, for example psychological stress है, तो उसके under कौन से types of sources है. You should know that. Definition में you really won't struggle a lot. Box 3.1 is important because it talks about stressful life events and the mean stress score for each of these. So do that अच्छे से. You should know the score. And you should also know कि किस order में है ये life events. You should know top पे क्या and bottom में क्या. You might get a chronological order type question for this. So don't skip this box. Don't skip any box actually. 3.2 examination anxiety, do that. And after that, I think definition of burnout is one of the most important concepts in this chapter. So उसके अलावा general adaptation syndrome वाला model, do that अच्छे से. The 3 stages, इसमें you will get a question कि situation दिया है and तुम्हें identify करना है कि बंदा कौन से stage में है of this model. So again, ratification won't help. You need to understand the content on this model. And for your information, this is the biological model of stress. It is not explicitly stated in the book, but just know that Lazarus की theory is the cognitive model and इसकी theory is the biological model. That's it for this chapter. इसमें भी कुछ nothing too much. Just know कि कौन से category के अंदर कौन से sub topics आ रहे हैं. You might struggle with that. Also the functions of the cells, the physiological part, again I said you might struggle with it. तो you should know कि different cells जो है, T cells, B cells, natural killer cells, इन सब के functions क्या है. Do that अच्छे से. There should not be any confusion इसमें क्योंकि direct question होगा. So do this अच्छे से. And last में strategies है of coping with stress. Endler and Parker सबसे important है. You should know कि इनकी strategies कैसे different है from the other strategy mentioned in this book. I think there is another strategy similar to this. So do that अच्छे से and know the difference between the two. And last का part is very easy. Life skills and stress management techniques you really won't struggle. But what you might struggle with is कि दोनों में differences क्या है. If you are asked कि इन सब में से life skills कौन से, you should know कि कौन सा life skill and कौन सा stress management skill नहीं है. Because you will get options like A and B, C and D. So you should know कि क्या है. Ratify that अच्छे से. And again, box 3.3 end में resilience and health. Don't skip any box. I keep saying that, but boxes are very important. Half my paper was from boxes, so make sure you do that अच्छे से. Okay, so now chapter 4, psychological disorders. Again, super important. Even if you want to, you can't skip this chapter because इसमें बहुत questions आएंगे and mostly case studies आएंगे. You'll be given cases and you'll have to identify कि कौन सा disorder है and all of those type of questions. First two pages are very important because they have definitions and all, but the maladaptation wala part and all of that in the second page, skip that. Don't try to spend too much time on it because it is theory basically. इसमें MCQs का ज़्यादा scope नहीं है. But read that अच्छे से also. And then the historical background, I think it is super important. उसमें you should know कि कौन सा approach was followed in which time period. For example, 17th and 18th centuries were known as the age of reason and enlightenment. So you should know सारा supernatural era कौन सा था. Know those two pages very अच्छे से. And what's also important is the ICD-10 and DSM-5 वाला portion. You need to know कौन से organization ने कौन सा classification scheme दिया था and कौन सा इंडिया में and वर्ल्ड वाइड यूज़ हो रहा है officially, which is ICD-10. So do all of that. Then the underlying factors for abnormal behavior is also theoretical. So just know the definitions in these pages and सारे जो neurotransmitters है, know all of that. किस ट्रांसमीटर के कम होने से कौन सी डिसऑर्डर होती है, नो ऑल ऑफ दैट. डोंट ट्राई टू स्किप द बायोलॉजिकल सेक्शन ऑफ दिस. एंड दो देयर इज़ नो क्लियर डिस्टिंक्शन इससे पहले वाले पेज में, यू शुड नो कि it also talks about the different models for this for understanding abnormal behavior. To do all of the models, and I think diathesis stress model is very important. Even CUET का NTA का official mock में there was a question on what diathesis means, and मेरे shift में भी I got a question on this model, so don't skip it. It's very important as compared to the other models. Although बाकी भी important है, do this अच्छे से. And for disorders, again I won't spend too much time explaining क्या important है क्या नहीं है because all the disorders are important. You just need to know कि जो similar disorders है उसमें क्या difference है. For example, anxiety में there's generalized anxiety disorder and panic disorder. So these two disorders have very similar symptoms. So you really need to know कि difference क्या है और कौन सा symptom किस disorder का है. And OCD and schizophrenia might just be the most important disorders. And for schizophrenia, you need to know both the negative, positive, and the psychomotor symptoms. Box 4.1 is very important because it gives a different sort of definition for what has already been covered. सारे disorders का, don't skip that. Direct question के लिए potential है उसमें. And for depression, you need to know the factors predisposing towards this disorder. And honestly, there's not much to say because every disorder is important. I do not recommend skipping anything. You should do everything and should know every disorder ka symptom. And table 4.2, don't skip that because it talks about the characteristics of individuals with different levels of intellectual disability. And इसमें high probability of being asked as an MCQ because again box में and it has a lot of facts. So do that अच्छे से. And 4.3 is important for probably matching wale questions. So use mnemonics to remember this. That's all for disorders. Just make sure you know all the symptoms thoroughly and do all the boxes. 3 important boxes I've mentioned. Do not even think of skipping that. Now chapter 5, therapeutic approaches. This is again a very application based chapter. So you'll most likely be given case studies and you'll have to identify कि कौन सा therapy method या तो use करना चाहिए या फिर is being used in a particular situation. For the beginning wala portion, you should know the definition of psychotherapy and the features of a good helper and what entails a therapeutic relationship. All of the definitions are important, so I won't mention them separately. And इसके बाद there is a section on the different types of parameters for classification of these different types of therapies. Do that very अच्छे से because it basically talks about the differences between each type of therapy, psychodynamic, existential and behavioral. Do that very अच्छे से. 5.1, you might think it's not important but it is because it talks about the 3 steps in the formulation of a client's problem. So MCQ में again there is a potential कि इसमें chronological order वाला question है, so do that. And psychodynamic therapy was deleted for my year, but whatever the situation is, make sure you do it because it was pioneered by Sigmund Freud. So it becomes very important essay, and it is also one of the oldest forms of psychotherapy, so that again makes it very important. Exam perspective say do it properly. The definitions of working through, insight, resistance and transference, all of that is very important. And basically all types of therapy are very important. I do not recommend skipping it यू शुड नो कि कौन से थेरेपी में क्या अप्रोच है एंड थेरेपिस्ट एंड क्लाइंट का क्या रिलेशनशिप है एंड व्हाट इज़ द अप्रोच दैट द थेरेपिस्ट यूजेस एंड किस किस डिसऑर्डर्स में कौन सी थेरेपी इज़ रिकमेंडेड. डू ऑल ऑफ दैट बिकॉज बुक में देर इज़ नो डायरेक्टली मैंशन नहीं है ये सब. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो बायोमेडिकल थेरेपी इट वॉज डिलीटेड मेरे ईयर में बट स्टिल मेक श्योर यू रीड थ्रू इट अच्छे से. यू शुड नो व्हाट ECT इज़. एंड लास्टली रिहैबिलिटेशन. यू शुड नो कि ऑक्यूपेशनल वोकेशनल सारे टाइप्स ऑफ रिहैबिलिटेशन में जो मेथड्स यूज्ड हैं सब में क्या डिफरेंसेस है सो दैट यू डोंट स्पेंड मच टाइम ऑन इट इन द एग्जाम. And that's it for chapter 5. This is where the difficult portion of the entire book ends. सारा रटने वाला, अंडरस्टैंडिंग वाला, years वाला part basically ends here. इसके बाद it's pretty basic. You have attitude, you have developing social psychological skills. So it's pretty basic, but I'll still give you an overview of क्या करना है हर chapter में. So chapter 6, attitude and social cognition. Definitions of impression formation, attribution, pro-social behavior, schema, social cognition, social psychology. Don't skip any of that. Definitions for every chapter is very important, no matter how unimportant the chapter itself is. Definitions you just cannot skip. For components and nature of attitude, you need to know कि क्या components है, the ABC components of attitude, affective, behavioral and cognitive. You should note some differences and you will get a case based question इसमें कि कौन सा type of attitude is being displayed. So you need to understand that. रटने से काम नहीं चलेगा. Features of attitude are important but again basic, you will be able to manage. And there's really not much you have to do in this chapter. Just know कि attitude formation and attitude change are different processes and therefore इनके factors are also different. Make sure you know कि कौन सा factor किस process and किस formation thing के लिए. Attitude change is relatively easier to understand, but process of attitude change, it has 3 different processes: balance, cognitive dissonance and the 2-step concept. You should know कौन सा concept किस psychologist ने दिया है and हर concept में क्या है. इसमें भी application based question आएगा, so understand the concept अच्छे से. And for the POX वाला triangle, make sure तुम खुद लिख के understand कर रहे हो कि what is this concept actually trying to talk about. So do these concepts अच्छे से. 6.2 can be skipped. I don't think it's that important. Factors that influence attitude change overlaps with the factors of attitude formation. तो it's easy to understand but just know कि कौन सा किसके अंडर फॉल कर रहा है. Attitude behavior relationship is important and इसमें एक study given है on that Chinese couple. तो do that अच्छे से because you might get a source based question on it. बट अगर सोर्स आएगा यू विल बी एबल टू मैनेज बट यू शुड नॉट हैव टू वेस्ट योर टाइम रीडिंग द सोर्स एग्जाम में. सो डू इट पहले से. नो एवरीथिंग इन दिस चैप्टर इन दिस experiment. And prejudice and discrimination, pretty easy. You should know the differences between these two terms and stereotype. And you should know कि कौन सा cognitive aspect है, कौन सा affective है, कौन सा behavioral है aspect of attitude. That is a complicated part, तो वो कर लेना. Sources and strategies for handling prejudice, important again. Do that, don't skip the points. And इस chapter में जितने भी words bold में है ना, I would suggest doing those अच्छे से because they are the important concepts वो highlighted है for a reason. And don't focus too much on the theory aspect apart from what has been mentioned पहले. तो you'll be pretty set if you do all of these things. And lastly, you need to know कि who talked about the classification of the causal factors, evaluation, apprehension and the arousal in the presence of others. These are 3 concepts your text में mentioned है with the names of psychologists. Do those अच्छे से and summary कर लेना. So that's it for this chapter. And moving on to chapter 7, influences and group processes. Again, it is a very basic chapter. Group में there's really not much for you to understand. So again, it's a theory heavy chapter, but you need to focus on a few things which I'll be talking about a bit. For example, differences between the 3 forms of social influence: the experiment on conformity by Sheriff and Ash, the experiment on obedience, the experiment on cooperation and competition within groups, the summer camp experiment and the consequences of intergroup conflict. The name of the book given by Gardner Murphy, which is In the Minds of Men. The concept of groupthink and किसने दिया है वो, minimal group paradigm experiment and social loafing and the stages of group formation. सब कुछ करना है. These are the important points. I've just summarized it for you so that I don't spend too much time explaining कि क्यों कौन सा important है, because सभी important है. But this is a list of all the important experiments and concepts. Do all of those. This portion is again very unimportant COET के लिए, but differences जहाँ भी mentioned है, जो भी bold में words है, team and group में क्या difference है, know all of that. Don't spend too much time theory में. And moving on to chapter 8, psychology and life. This is something that you're already familiar with. Poverty, pollution, it is not something that you're new to. So you will manage इसमें. Just know कि according to the book in concepts की क्या definition. You might have a general understanding, but just know कि book कौन से approach से पढ़ रहा है, explain कर रहा है इन concepts को. So do all of that. And what you need to know is frustration aggression theory and who gave it, who described the 4 types of physical interpersonal distance, on कितना like कितने inches से कितना inches कितना distance है. It's mentioned in the book. Do that अच्छे से. Who conducted the experiment to understand the role of modeling in learning aggression, and who described the different approaches to understand human and environment relationship. ये सारे ना important topics हैं. If you look through the book सभी important लगता है, but honestly pollution का definition तुमसे नहीं पूछने वाले, तो don't spend too much time on that. Just know कि वो क्या है, and apart from that जो भी मैंने mention किया अभी तक, do all of that and know कि book में किस type की language use की है, so that if you get a direct question you'll be able to identify कौन सा concept is being talked about. And for boxes 8.2 and 8.1 are important. Do those. And now the last chapter, developing psychological skills. The introduction in italics is important because it talks about the 2 kinds of application of psychology. So don't skip that. And again, this is something जो you might think is similar to therapy वाला chapter, but it's not, because वहाँ पे you were talking about a therapist, यहाँ पे talking about counseling. So there is a difference. Make sure कि you're aware कि क्या differences है. And as far as the content is concerned, you need to know कि किस year में APA ने identify करा था the skills for required by professional psychologists, and ये 3 sets क्या है, general है, observational and specific skills. You need to know these 3 types of skills, and उसमें क्या क्या है. You need to know the definition of skill according to the book, and जो Webster dictionary की definition है. Interview questions in box 9.5 are extremely important because there is इतना minute difference ना कि even if you've read it तुम्हें confusion होगी if you try to attempt a question. So इसको रट लो अच्छे से, know कि क्या minute difference है between each type of question, and you will be good to go. And the box and the essentials of psychological assessment skills, again super important, do that. And last में effective helper and ethics of counseling. I think you will manage because you will get a question जिसमें you have to identify कि कौन से है ethics and कौन से features है of an effective helper. So you can use your general understanding for this. So just read through this अच्छे से and you'll be prepared for this chapter. That's it for psychology, guys, and I'd just like to reiterate again कि all the boxes, all the definitions, all the keywords, all the sources, all the theories, the year in which these theories were given, किस psychologist ने दिया, इसकी क्या criticism है, all the features within that theory, do all of that. And for practice, I recommend doing a lot of case studies for chapter 4 and chapter 5 because these are very application based chapters, so exam में भी you'll most likely get वैसा ही question. So make sure कि you're ready with that, and practice a lot of MCQs from the books that I mentioned starting में. And that's it. Thank you for watching and stay connected.